Hey gang, welcome back to the shop, to the channel. It is week 2. It's Wednesday of me here working full-time-ish. Been a lot of learning curves, a lot of videos shot and deleted. Still getting into the groove of doing videos. One of my problems is I get distracted, or with the post office here, I'm getting starting to get more foot traffic. People stopping in, talking, asking for prices, making keys, stuff like that. The other thing is, I hate GoPros. I don't understand how at 52% battery, as soon as it hits 50, it's battery low and shuts down. So I get frustrated and then I get sidetracked and don't get back to what I'm doing. A couple cases in point. I shot some video of how instead of going to Walmart and trying to find a sign that sort of works for posting hours, I got my Goodwill color laser jet here, got into Word, made a couple signs, printed them out, and then I laminated them. Yes, I own a laminator. My wife and I are office supply nerds. I even got one of those paper choppers that takes finger off. Another one I was going to do, and it's one I started planning last year and never got to it, so I started to do it this week, and did not go well. I had bought some lock picking kits. These two specifically are what I was going to do the video on. These, yeah, I just bought them for some reason. You know, so my background in locksmithing is very short, but in lock picking, my parents owned rental properties all my life, until they retired a few years ago. In fact, they owned a trailer park, Mobile Manor, for like 40 years. So I got really good at a young age getting into quickset doorknobs. And in the military, I got some non-destructive entry method training. And when I got out in the military in 2000, I didn't know anything about lock sport. But I know, for me, I need certain things to deal with. I need distractions to deal with PTSD, anxiety, and stuff like that. Rubik's Cube is one. 2 is picking locks. And back then it was a lot harder to get lock picks, at least for me. And I usually bought from like Sparrows or Lockpick Shop. So my lock picks, and I'm starting to go down a rabbit hole here. This is what I carry. Some make your own. I actually use that more for shimming locks, but I really only use out of this a couple just hooks, maybe a couple rakes. So I you know, and I went down the Reddit rabbit hole years and years ago when I started learning lock sport was a thing, and people spending all this money on lock picks. I believe in spending money on quality lock picks, but you don't need, you know, an arsenal of them. But I wanted to see if, you know, just someone who wanted to be a hobbyist, get a couple of these sets and work with them. I have nerve damage, so I don't always have feeling in my fingers. So I need something with, you know, a little bit of a grip, a little bit of some meat. And not, yeah, that's not it. But not these metal ones. I actually have from CLK Supplies the little foam grips you can put on them, just to help me out. But in some of my internet rabbit holes, I came across what to me looked like identical sets of lock picks, which are these. This one came from UHS Hardware. This one came from Banggood. So I'm like, great, I'll get them, I'll compare them. They're the exact same. I'll actually put at the end of this video kind of a speed up of just showing it's the same thing. And just to show you, this is a set from Banggood. You get the Handy Dandy credit card pick set, the junk practice locks. UHS, you get 2 sets. Let's see, what's the price? They're pretty comparable. Well, let's go back to my order. Bundle of 2 was $25, and over here on Banggood is $12.32. And of course, there's a difference in shipping. This took 3 weeks to get to me. This because I had obviously a lot more stuff in that order. I got the free shipping from UHS, so I had it within a week. One of the problems I ran into first, what I thought, is with my picks, the ones I normally use, the lock I was trying to test on was one I took out of from a place of another job, which I'm editing the video on that. Editing videos kind of sucks because there's parts where I speed up because, I mean, who wants to watch me install a door handle 3 times? But then there's dead silence, so I'm trying to work through the royalty-free music and stuff like that. My go-to would have been Benny Hill theme song, but you got to pay for that. So I'm going to tie all this together here in a second. So when I was testing, I ran into something that when I started doing this as a business, I hadn't run into before, and that's the cylinder. Hopefully that'll come out. This one's been shaved down. They were trying to make what pin they had fit in there. The other thing I've ran into in this area is it looked like whoever did the rekey didn't bring a pinning kit with them, so they found 1, 2, 3, less than the full amount of pins that would work, that was already in the cylinder, that would work with the key that they had. So you might have 2 pins here in the middle, nothing throughout. So I've ran into that. So with mine, with my go-to picks, it was a little bit of a pain in the ass to pick, but I couldn't do it with these. And the problem is, now I haven't really tested this set. This was another gargantuan set for like 20-25 bucks. And it's got, looks like automotives and dimple, but it came that packed. So maybe I'll try with these down the road. But the problem I was running into with these, because here's everyone's brown belt, blue belt, whatever the hell you get on Reddit for. And I got nothing against Locksport and that Reddit and the belt system. Good for them. They're identical, but the problem is they're so flimsy. So when you get to a substantial lock, you just don't get this whole thing starts bending. So there's a video that kind of died in process. If you're just wanting, I want to say, like, I don't want to badmouth stuff. Who am I kidding? I do. More of a training set. More of like those little, Home Depot toolbox kits for kids that really don't, it's for make-believe. Yeah, I don't know. So, money not well spent. Time not well spent. So I'm a daily shop vlog. Okay. Other ideas for videos I had was, I've kind of went over my history in lock picking. And for those of you who have seen it, the interview series I did with CLK Supplies when I was very, very brand new, had just put the deposit and everything on the shop here. This was completely empty. I don't know if it'd be helpful or entertaining or what to maybe do a video on my progression into doing this to the point where I feel comfortable. You know, IT job stopped. I feel okay doing this full time. The approach I had a lot of advantages because I had a paycheck, so I could afford to buy equipment. You know, I can go over some of the other. I mean, I didn't just write a check for a frame and two. And there's a funny story with that. They actually sent me a second one by mistake. But, you know, I don't know if it'd be helpful, entertaining, useful to someone out there who's thinking about doing this, going through how I've progressed into where I am now. But, you know, shoot in the comments, let me know. One thing I do want to add to this video is I'm not like I'm not big like Jason over at SE. I don't have huge unboxings. My orders are usually small. Usually 10 to 15 minutes to unbox because I'm usually ordering for stuff right then and there. Occasionally I'll go through and get a refill kit, or because I do have multiple. There's a pinning set. I still have some of the very first pinning sets. I won this and a Schlage pinning kit from CLK Supplies Lock Boss, and a pinning mat. There's another pinning kit. I got a pinning kit in my truck. I got pinning kits everywhere. So that's boring. Yeah, here's a bunch of bags of pins. But I don't actually remember what all I ordered. I'm trying out the UHS Preferred member system where it's like $19 a month. You get later ordering times, but also you get $9.99 overnight shipping as long as the order is $150 or $149.99. So I'm trying that out. It has to be, the weight has to be under 2 pounds, or 2 pounds or less. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be beneficial to me or not. That's what I got. I got some flip key inserts. I think that's for a 2016 GMC I gotta do. Sierra. Yeah, whatever. I got some X-Horse VVDI super remotes. I do have, I actually don't have it here. It's at home. I've got the VVDI Max tool, which I have done a video on, and it's somewhere. Maybe I take an evening this week and just try to organize my shit. But these all have the super chips in it, which are these. We don't have a plethora of automobile types around here. Within, let's say, a 1 hour distance of driving, you've got Chevy, you got your Chrysler / Jeep / Fiat / whatever. Toyota, we do have a Toyota plant about an hour away from here. So Toyota's big in this area. You know, the main three, Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Jeep, whatever, and Toyota. Like for my truck, I drive a Nissan. For me to get to a dealership for that's a little over an hour away. You know, this is a factory town or factory community. So people, A lot of people have family members that work at the dealership, so they get a little better price what they buy local. So I don't have to carry Subaru. I mean, I think I do have some Subaru. And this may be part of what I'm thinking about going through in my progression videos. Don't carry Subaru. Don't carry Mini Cooper, BMW, Mercedes, stuff like that. Because one of the first things I did when I first started was from CLK Supplies. I bought their most recommended, or whatever their 10-pack of most common keys were, and I still have several that I've never used. So maybe that's something I go through. But anyways, I'm rambling on. I am on these X-Force. I'm actually going to, I think I got Nissan. Yep, got some Nissan blades. I'm going to test one with my truck. And I do have a video where I jerry-rigged a key for my truck using it. So I'll try to find that. But guys, let me know, do you just want to see me doing jobs? You just want to hear me talk and bullshit? Or do you want me to go over my experiences? I opened my shop in September 1st, 2020. September 1st being my son's birthday. And we did it that day because originally we were going to try doing this together. It was pandemic. The world was upside down. We were trying to figure out ways to get him going. And then it turned into me doing more. But let me know what you think. If you like the rambling on videos, if you want to see more of the front of the shop, the eBay stuff, how my business model works, or should work, or I try to make it work, or if there's equipment in here you guys see you want me to go over, let me know, and just post in the comments. But appreciate you guys. Went almost to the end without completely screwing up. I hate editing videos, so that will stay in. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, what interests you, what I can do, what I can share. One of my passions in life is actually teaching people, which has been used a ton in the IT world, anything technology. But I enjoy passing on anything I've struggled to learn or have worked to become better at, and to show people how to do it better, to do it simpler, to not just do it for them, but to help them connect the dots. So hopefully you learn from my mistakes. Who knows? Because there's a lot of them. But if there's anything you guys want to see as far as how I set my shop up, how I progressed, how do I use this tool, how do I do that, what do I do in this situation, just let me know, post some comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.